Oh, good morning. So today I want to talk about the Enneagram and the Seven on the Enneagram. So we're working our way. There's nine different points on this on the circle, and so we're looking at seven. So sevens are motivated by the need to be happy and plan enjoyable activities, to contribute to the world, and to avoid suffering and pain. So in a relationship, sevens at their best are lighthearted, generous, outgoing, caring, and fun. And they introduce their friends and loved ones to new activities and adventures. Now, remember, I'm married to a seven, a very aware and conscious seven, and I can certainly attest to her introducing me to new activities and adventures and just having fun together. So, for example, yesterday, we were invited to dinner in a hot tub. Last place in the world I wanted to go, but, I said, okay, let's go. And of course, we both had a great time. But my tendency would be not to do that kind of stuff, but she gets me going, kind of thing, and so these different energies are real, and they do express themselves every day. It just helps to be aware of them. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, well, just as an aside, before we were introduced to the Enneagram, this is years and years ago. Remember, I'm a 6 who tends to operate out of fear, and my wife, being a 7. She's always on the lookout for new, exciting adventure. And, her motto might be, I can't begin to count the number of fun things I want to do. My 6 energy had 1 foot most of the time and sometimes 2 feet on the brakes. And so knowing our types has been really helpful in our relationship to be able to recognize that we tend to see the same situation from totally different perspectives. But not to make one right and one wrong. They're just different. And then by talking, we can figure out what to do so we're both okay. Anyway, so that's just a personal. I'm a 6, she's a 7, but we've somehow have learned to use those energies for both of our best interest. The wings of 7 are 6 and 8, and 7s with a more developed 6 wing tend to be more loyal and endearing, responsible and anxious. And 7s with a more developed 8 wing tend to be more exuberant, aggressive, competitive, and materialistic. And the movements for 7 are to 5 and to 1. So the positive move to 5 helps them become a bit more introspective and objective, get in touch with their fears, and become more serious maybe, and be taken more seriously. And the positive move to 1 helps them to follow through and put their ideals into action and become more interested in the welfare of others. So again, you see that we're all on one of these, as we say, the traffic's heavier at one point than another, but there's sort of more positive aspects to each number on the Enneagram, but there can also be negative stuff. So just being aware is helpful. And again, from the Enneagram Made Easy, things a 7 would never dream of doing. And I can attest to this for Crystal. Finishing all the books they were reading before starting a new one. I don't know how many books she has going right now. Making to-do lists for the week and following them exactly. Telling stories without exaggerating. Spending 6 months at a Zen center in silent meditation. Spending a whole day with a friend or a husband and not suggesting even one way he or she could do the job faster by taking a few shortcuts. Volunteering to work on a grief hotline, or spending 12 hours listening to a friend unload her problems and talk about herself. So again, that's just a quick and dirty look at the 7 on the Enneagram. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week with the 8, then the 9, and then we'll see where we go from there. Anyway, have a great week.